morning. Welcome to episode 9 of Mahatma Gandhi's last 200 days. We've been following this book, and in each episode, we're trying to see what happened in 1 week of each portion of this last 200 days. I'm thankful to the alumni of RT from National Institute of Technology, Trichy, and Sri City, who are the sponsors of this video. So in episode 8, we left Mahatma Gandhi on the train. He was moving from Delhi to Kashmir to try and see to bring in peace in Kashmir, to work out a solution for Kashmir, what will be their status after the independence of India. So that was the assignment given to him by Mountbatten and Jawaharlal Nehru to go and meet the important people in Kashmir and then come to a conclusion. So this train on which Mahatma Gandhi is traveling is approaching Rawalpindi. So this train from Delhi goes via Rawalpindi, then into Kashmir. That is the route it takes. So when it is nearing Rawalpindi, just outskirts of Rawalpindi, the train is stopped. The officials of Rawalpindi, they come and tell the railway authorities that they cannot allow the train to go any forward because they don't want Mahatma Gandhi to enter Rawalpindi. So they say if Gandhi comes, there will be problem, there will be commotion, there will be riots between two sections of people. So Gandhi's presence is not good for Rawalpindi. That is their argument. They say we cannot allow the train. So if he wants to go to Kashmir, let him get on from here, and then from here let him take a car and then let him go by road. So there was no choice. So Gandhi got on from this train. There are a lot of people assembled there. There are many people who are there to welcome Gandhi, and equal number of people are there to shout, "Go back, Gandhi! We don't want Gandhi. Please get out." So that was the situation. But Gandhi just gets out of the train, and then he gets into the car and he starts his continuous journey by road. He is about to reach Srinagar, and there also there is problem, right? Amritsar, there is problem. When he crosses that, he goes to Srinagar. So there also again people are divided about Gandhi's visit. The king of Kashmir, Hari Singh, had already sent a message to Mahatma Gandhi, to Mountbatten, to Jawaharlal Nehru, telling that Gandhi should not come to Kashmir. We don't want Gandhi coming here. So very clearly the king has said, but Gandhi goes as an uninvited guest. Right? He is not welcome there, but still he is going. So because he is stubborn, he is not cancelling his trip. The king of Kashmir has no other go. He had sent two officials from his kingdom to receive Gandhi at Srinagar. So Gandhi is received at Srinagar, and the people there a lot of people who are supporting Gandhi also. So they demand that there must be Gandhi's all-religious prayer should be held in Srinagar on that day. Gandhi says, "No, I don't have official permission. So without official permission, I cannot have the prayer here." See, at that point in time, all religious prayer headed by Mahatma Gandhi was not allowed in Kashmir. The Kashmir king, he says, "No, I cannot allow this." But again, the people's power, there is a lot of demand from people. And again, the Hari Singh had no choice. He had to say, "Okay, let Gandhi have the prayer." But when Gandhi that evening, when he has the prayer in Srinagar, more than 20,000 people assembled in the prayer meeting. Sheikh Abdullah, who was in jail at that time, his daughter, she joins the prayer meeting, and she sings from Quran. And Dr. Susila Nair and Manu Gandhi, they sing from Bhagavad Gita, and there are the other people from the Christian community. They recite from the Bible, and there is somebody to read from the Guru Granth Sahib. So all religious books were represented. People were chanting various slokas from all the religions. So that evening prayer was really a great success. And Ramachandra Kurk is the Prime Minister of Kashmir at that point in time. So Gandhi has a meeting with the Prime Minister Ramachandra Kurk. Jawaharlal Nehru, even before Gandhi left from Delhi, had told Mahatma Gandhi that if you want to do something good for Kashmir, when you meet Ramachandra Kurk, whatever Ramachandra Kurk says, you disagree with him, right? You do exactly the opposite. Then Kashmir is safe. That is the kind of understanding which Jawaharlal Nehru had with the Prime Minister of Kashmir at that point in time. So he was not seeing eye to eye with him. So Ramchandra Kurk and Gandhi they have the official meeting for a very long time. So there were discussions on what should be the status of Kashmir, whether they will join with India or they will join with Pakistan or they will remain as an independent nation. So all the options were discussed between Gandhi and Ramchandra Kurk. But no conclusion. So when Ramchandra Kurk comes out of this meeting, the press is waiting there. So the press asks him, "So what have you decided?" So Ramchandra Kurk smiles and he says, myself and Gandhi, we have decided to be friends." That is the only answer he gives, and he leaves. So that very clearly shows that there is no conclusion at all, right? Again, next day he from Srinagar he travels to Jammu. Um So when he is in Jammu, he receives a letter from one of his contacts who says, this I am writing from Hyderabad in Deccan. So in those days, people used to write like that. When they say I'm writing from Hyderabad, they will say I'm writing from Hyderabad of Deccan or Hyderabad of there is another Hyderabad in Sindh, which is part of Pakistan now. Um, so you have to identify which Hyderabad you belong to, right? There were two Hyderabad's in India at that time. So he says, I'm Hyderabad, Deccan. And he says, Gandhi is already buried. Why does he say so? He says, whatever you stood for, right? You said Hindu-Muslim unity, you said Khadi, you said village industry, all this. Gandhi means Gandhi's principles, right? Nothing is accepted by Jawaharlal Nehru or Sardar Patel. The people who are going to rule India in another 1 week's time, they are not accepting any of this, right? So we see things happening which is totally against all your principles. So Gandhi, who is following you? There is no follower. Then Gandhi replies to him, saying that I am my follower. I still follow what I say, right? And I have total belief in humanity. I am sure at some point in time, there will be unity between all religions. The people in the villages, they will have enough to eat. People in the villages, they will have enough work. So village economy will definitely grow. There will be Grama Swaraj, that means independence at each village level. This is definitely going to happen. No, I am not leaving my belief. I'm not going to say that no, everything is over. Nobody is following. So I don't want to take that negative route. So that is the reply Gandhi gives. And Jammu also, there is a prayer meeting, and again, a lot of people join there in the prayer meeting. And then again, next day he starts traveling, again back from Jammu. So his trip to Kashmir is over. That he had the meeting with the prime minister where there is no conclusion made. And when he is leaving Kashmir, the people come to him and then they tell him that our great leader, Sheikh Abdullah, he is in prison, right? So what can we do? Our leader is imprisoned for a long time, so we cannot act. Then Gandhi, in his message during the all religious prayer, he says, a leader should always, develop people under him. Right? When a leader is not available, the next leader will automatically take over. So, when a leader is available, whatever leader says, you have to agree with the leader. All of us have to move in the same direction, same focus, all that is fine. But for some reason, like here, the leader is imprisoned for a long time, then there must be a second level leadership, who should come and take over. So that kind of training, that kind of development of people is one of the roles what leaders should play, right? Um, so that is part of the leadership, right? You have to always develop your next in command. So that is the message what Gandhi gives to people there, and he says, no, if Sheikh Abdullah is not there, then somebody else has to step into his shoes and then continue the struggle, right? That has to happen. And on 6th of August, the Indian national flag, the design gets finally agreed and approved between Jawaharlal Nehru and Mountbatten and all his colleagues. But Gandhi is not happy. Right? Gandhi wanted the charkha to be part of the national flag. For him, the spinning wheel, the charkha, is a symbol of village economy, is a symbol of self-sufficiency, is a symbol of Grama Swaraj, is a symbol of Khadi, right? So he wanted the spinning wheel to be in a place where every Indian will salute, right? So that is the main concept of Mahatma Gandhi's Gandhian economy. But somehow that was dropped. And then the Ashoka Chakra, which you see today in Indian national flag, that was decided. Jawaharlal Nehru tries to convince Gandhi, telling that no, the charkha also has got a wheel. Here, no, the Ashoka Chakra is also a wheel. So almost both are same. No, some kind of excuse. No, Jawaharlal Nehru is trying to give, but Gandhi is not willing to take that. 5th of August. Let us go back in history. From 1947, we go back to 1888. 1888, 5th of August, is the date on which Mahatma Gandhi, as a student, left India and went to UK, to study law. Right, he became a barrister in UK and then came back to India. So his mother is unwilling to allow him to go to UK. So the family from which Mahatma Gandhi comes, they have a belief that you cannot cross the sea. Right? You have to be only within the borders of the sea. You cannot go outside from that sea limits. This is because people think that when you go abroad, when you are in a different country, you develop different habits, you lose your culture, you lose your identity. All this happens. But Gandhi had to give three promises to his mother that he will not touch alcohol, he will not touch women, he will not touch non-vegetarian food. So these three things he promises his mother that during my stay in UK, I will definitely adhere to this promise I given. So after that, his mother is convinced and she allows him to go. So this day, every year in Sevalaya, we observe it as Putli Bai Day. Putli Bai is the mother of Mahatma Gandhi. So the promise was made from Gandhi to Putli Bai on this day, on 5th of August in 1888. So we observe this day, and what we do is we call all our school children and the school children around Sevalaya, other schools also, we invite them, and we call all the mothers also. And the children, they hold the hands of the mother, and then they promise that they will not touch alcohol. Right? We have seen that alcoholism is a big problem in India, especially in villages, especially in poor sections. Whatever small amount they earn, it's all spent on alcohol. The man, the breadwinner, whatever money he earns, that money, even one single cent, doesn't come to the family. It's all spent on the alcohol, and they don't know when to stop. So they develop liver problems. They they get a lot of health problems. And at the age of 30, 35, the man dies, leaving the women alone with a couple of children. And the lady has no skills. She cannot be employed, so there is no income for the family. So the entire family becomes orphan. So that's how we see a lot of orphan children coming into Sevalaya. So we want to stop this at least in the next generation. So we are trying to inculcate that habit. Now we are telling our students to make a promise to their mothers that they will not drink alcohol on 5th of August. So because this, we are covering 1st August to 5th, 7th August. I thought, no, I'll just mention this. No, one of the projects what Sevalia does on the 5th of August every year. So on the 7th of August, Mahatma Gandhi is on his return journey. So he is now traveling. He is taking a train from Lahore to Patna. One single train which goes from Lahore to Patna. He has got into the train in Lahore, and this is the first week of August. India's the northern part, it receives a lot of rain during that time, so it is heavily raining outside. And as we know, Mahatma Gandhi always travels in third class, right? The lowest class in the train. That is the ticket he takes, and then he travels in that compartment. And the compartment is raining inside, right? There's a lot of holes on the roof of the train, and the water is entering into the compartment. So when they travel, there's water pouring into the train also. So when the train reaches next railway station, one person from the compartment, he rushes out. He goes to the station master. He goes to the railway guard, and he informs them, "What is this? No, Mahatma Gandhi is traveling in this train." And you come and see the condition. Water is dripping from everywhere in the compartment, and Gandhi is totally wet. No, so he is just sitting along with the rest of the fellow travelers there. The train is not good at all. Then these officials they come there. They come and tell Mahatma Gandhi, please get off from this compartment. We will arrange for a special coach, and we'll make you travel by special coach. Then Gandhi says, what happens to this coach? The answer is, no, this will also continue. The rest of the people, they will continue in this coach. Only you will shift to a special coach. No, it will be exclusively for you. No, it will be completely, fully, protected, and no water can enter there. It will be a very good coach. We will ensure that you have a very comfortable travel up to Patna. Then Gandhi says, no, they are all Indians. I'm also Indian, right? So why special treatment for me? No, we are all the same. So let me travel in the same compartment. Don't worry about this. You don't have to arrange for any special coach. No special treatment for me. I am like any other person in India. I am one with the masses. So I will remain here. Whatever problem the others go through, I will also go through. Let me travel up to Patna, sitting in the same coach. No problem. The officials try to convince him, but no, Gandhi says no, it's not possible. Then the officials just fall at his feet and then say, "We want your blessing. You're not taking our offer, but your greatness comes out that when you say that you will struggle like this and travel, even though you are the tallest national leader, but you're not asking for any special treatment from the railways. You just want to be with the masses. It's very difficult to see a leader like this. So they just ask for the blessings from Mahatma Gandhi, and the train continues. So let us meet in the next episode. Thank you.